Hey there, everybody, and welcome to a new challenge that's showing on my channel. It is the Sims 4 property swap. Full credit needs to go where credit is due. This was first given to me by Runa and her sister-in-law, which is Simersan. I think I just messed that up, and if I did, I'm sorry. But essentially, what happens is we start with the 4 random walls, which I know you can kind of see already being built here in the video. They're the colored walls with the polka dots. And basically, there are random walls, and I am to, build something out of them. A home, I guess, is what we decided on. But so anyway, getting more into this build, I originally just built around the walls, as I know you already saw. And then I built a second floor, and I'm like, you know what? Let's make a balcony. This kind of looks cool. I was going for a traditional home at first. It didn't end up being in a traditional home at first because the end video is surely not a home. But I sat here and I built around all the walls, and that was the easy part. And now I was trying to make it like functionable. So I built a second floor, and I built like almost all the way around balcony. I was just gonna go for a very open feeling home, and then I started editing the bottom floors without touching the walls. But then I'm also thinking functionality, so like kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, staircase, etc., etc. But then it kind of, was me like editing and be like, delete this, and the manual stuff, because I'm kind of like particular to detail. But then I moved on to the roof building, which you'll see is always fun for me, because I'm particular on roof designs and where they fit and where they don't, and what they look like. I can't remember eventually at which point during this build I decided that I was going to be going for Japanese theme, because that's eventually what I did end up going for. I think it's around this point with the roofs, and I'm just kind of like, well, this is kind of weird. I mean, it's kind of like a Goth Victorian tower. I tried to copy it, and I'm like, we could go Victorian, but that just looks a little weird. I'm like, this is too farmhouse. I'm like, let me go back. And then it just kind of, I'm like, this could work. But then I decided to but wait, I can make it pointed. And bam, this is when I decided that we're going to do something with like a Japanese orient, because then I'm like, oop, time to add things, build around, make space. So yeah, as you can see, I'm like, I don't continue to stay on focus for the entirety of a build. I like move around a lot, and I try to fix little things as I go, because to me, to just have it entirely in your head, it isn't really building. It's more like doing, I guess. Oh god, this is where I'm like, of course, like I need to build one little thing. Give me a wall, give me a wraparound porch, or give me death. Or something in that nature. So as you can see, I kept the main building, and I'm like running around like, this looks good, this looks good, this is what it is. And then I decided, you know what, I don't really need this. Can I just make this into, we'll make it full wraparound. And now I'm like, yet again, making the wraparound porch. I don't know. This is kind of like a little bit of a need readjustments, make the things with the things. I'm like, just stop it. That's fine. Trying to like make things asymmetrical and all that. And then I ultimately decided, I'm like, you know what? I want to add a pool room. So I added a second area over here with, made it 2-story. And I was like, you know what? I can attach this with things after I copy the roof, because that's what The Sims is for. I wanted to build a pathway to try to connect it with another thing. Oh god, the porch, which then I eventually had to change anyway, because it was, not enough. And I found walls in here that I'm like, what are these? I know this is where I'm just like, I'm trying to like map out the parts of the house, because I wanted to make it functional. Eventually, at the end, it becomes a like Japanese temple, with a red and brown theme mostly. I know it was like, this is where I like hunt for, door frames, and that's when I realized over here that I just can't, because the shape of the porch, and they require much more spaces. And then I was gonna go for the multiple doors thing, but it just became a thing where I'm just like, you know what, I don't like it, and then I just made a more of a porch. Do that, and yeah, and then I'm like, wait, I thought I messed up, and then I just removed the rest of it. We can put a larger door. Yep, there it is. Yeah. I want to say the inspiration for this build came from recent Japanese influences for me. I play Final Fantasy 14, so which is recently more into their worlds, Eastern and more Asian cultures right now. So that's where most of this came from. And then I remembered, I'm like, well, wait a minute, kitchen, dining room, place of the stairs. I don't have a bedroom. Because then I'm like, well, what if people want to use this as a community lot? So I immediately started to go upstairs to look for like windows to try to be like, what can we put? And then I realized the shape is too awkward. Fantastic. So I'm trying to look at these like square windows, but then I can't build them on top of each other. So I'm like, this won't work. But that's when I seemed to find, I ended up settling on these archways that were enough for me to be acceptable. And, color scheme choices. I went back through the colors 50,000 times because that's me. And yeah, so eventually, like I said, this ended up being a majority of a brown and a red color theme. I added a bunch of outside aesthetics and inside things that make it look more acceptable, is what I'm going to say. But I'm going to stop the voiceover now, and I'm going to let the video finish it out. If you like these things, please go see Runa Channel. The link will be in the description below, and I'll try to get one for her sister-in-law. I'm not quite sure if she has her own channel, but I will be putting it there as well. Give them a follow. This challenge was originally theirs, and I just happened to see the video, and I'm like, I must do this. So yeah, I hope you like everything. Give everybody a follow, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.